Okay, here we are on All Season Adventures, and I would love to film more for you guys with the GoPro, but GoPro is waterproof, but unfortunately the media mod around it is not waterproof, and if I remove the media mod, I don't have the cover to make it waterproof. Long story. Anyhow, today, it's shit weather, lightning, thunder, maybe you'll get a few flashes, we'll see. But yeah, it's time to show you guys how the KTM is going to be set up for my separate trip. So hold on while I set this up, and I'll get back to you guys in a sec. Cheers. Okay, here we are, continuation of my everyday carry as far as on the old KTM goes. Oh, by the way, if you guys watched last week's episode where I was having trouble deciding for a backpack, just picked myself up this 511 Rush 12. So far I love it, think it'll do my job perfect. But now, here's time for EDC level 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4, level 5, something like that, the KTM. Anyhow, without further ado, let's get this show started. First, we got a couple bungee cords here. These are mainly just so I can strap my jacket. Today, I ain't got the jacket. Got the jacket plus the rain gear. So we got those. Next, I got some rock straps. These things, I must say, they work pretty darn good. Release the tension. Undo a couple buckles. And our first layer here, I got my waterproof poncho. And inside my waterproof poncho, I have kind of like a blanket. They actually call it a patu in Afghanistan. It's pretty cool. I kind of cut a hole in the middle to make it a poncho. So it's a fabric poncho, works as a blanket. What else can I do with it? Use it as a towel after I clean myself, whatever not. So lots of purposes in this little bundle here. Put that right there. And next in here, this bag, this is what I hold, where I hold my. Let me show you guys quickly. There we go. And this here, supposedly waterproof bag, we'll find out. Got my tent. Got my sleeping bag inside my bivy bag. So you can see it's not 100% waterproof. Bivy bag's supposed to be waterproof as well. So you got 2 layers for the sleeping bag. So off that there. And inside there, I also have my pillow, my inflatable pillow, and my inflatable mattress. And there you go. That's what I got in that little combo pack. Okay, next let's move on to my saddlebags here. I know I ain't got too much on this side because my rain gear was on this side. I do have, I like to call my little ninja slips. They're just like tiny little flip-flops. They're thin, I just fold them, chuck them in there, because after a whole day riding on your motorcycle boots, you might want to give your feet a little break after a while. And next I'll usually have my rain gear, stuff in that pouch. And here I got a set of thermals, top and bottom. And that's the main pouch. Let's see what we got up top here. Up top here I'm just full of coffees. These little 3-in-1s, gotta love them. Next there, this pouch. Got some tin foil for cooking. Trust me, we did some KLR cooking before. We're gonna try some KTM cooking. See if we can wrap a burrito or pizza pocket, stuff that in the engine bay. We'll see what we can do. We'll find out some recipes for you guys. And then in this pouch here, just got a few little granola bars. And then here I just attached, so you guys know, I have never gone fishing by myself. This will be my first time, so got my fishing rod, got a reel that I got in my backpack, and a little bait box, tackle box thing in there as well. So hopefully this trip we can catch a few fish. Let's move on. Oh, one more thing here, I got I think it's 3/4 of a liter of some fuel on this side, and then on the other side I got another layer right there of emergency fuel. Let's move you on to the other side. So, like mentioned earlier, another 3/4 of a liter or so of spare fuel. Hey, some is better than none, right? Next we got swim trunks, because I plan on going on Magic Mountain. And next here we got a bag of old underwear, and just so you guys know, for these trips, if you guys remember last summer's trip, I explained this. I try to grab some of the oldest underwear and socks that I got. You know, the stuff that the wife's been telling you to toss out like months, years ago. Anyhow, you pack all this stuff down, and as you go through it after a couple of days, burn it. And this way, as the trip goes along, hey, this will not exist in my luggage, and I'll just have more free space. A little all-season tip for you guys. And then in here, I do have a spare change of clothing. So I got one shirt in there pretty much. And no change of pants. I will have the pants I'll be riding on and I'm on the trip. The pants I will be taking, just so you guys know, they should be retired a long time ago. So at some point down the road, once I find a new pair of pants, I'll be retiring those pants. So that's how I try to travel lightweight on ramen noodles and tuna. And that's about her. Beside here we got a bit of stuff. Here I got a little thing of isobutane, some water. Inside here I got a little canteen cup that I can remove and cook on top of my fires and whatnot. And then in here we got our spork. This is my tiny little stove, which fall on the trip you'll see it get used on here. And then I got coffee, granola bar, lifesavers. You know I gotta have my snacks to get around. Okay, what are we going to next? Okay, then underneath I have my toolkit. I can do a whole separate video on that at some point if you guys want. For that I just walked around the bike, and every tool I could see that I could need on this bike, I put it in here. So no more, no less. And if you guys are wondering what kind of rack system I use, I have the Green Chili luggage rack. Green Chili hardcore trackless system, something like that. Pretty cool. And next, moving on to the front of the bike. Okay, next moving on to my tank bag, and so you guys know what kind of luggage I use. On the KLR I got Wolfman. Let's say I really have enjoyed the Wolfman. Like, it's a bit bigger than this, so I can carry more. Has lasted me years, but for this trip I was trying to get something a little bit lighter, smaller. Will it carry everything I need to? I think it will. But anyhow, time to find out what we have in this beast here. So this one here, like I said, it's the Ridge Gear Adventure. So far, not too bad. Side here, you can see I got my first aid kit. It's a 4-man first aid kit. It might be a little excessive, but hey, if I arrive around a crash site where some cars, a family's been in an accident or something like that, at least I can help give as much first aid as I can. So get that right there. And plus two, if I crash, it's bright red. Somebody can see exactly where the first aid kit to try to help me out if needs be. Fingers crossed that don't happen. Okay. Then it's got my little tin of pills, medication I need. Then here we got a booster pack. This, I don't necessarily need a booster pack for the KTM since I got the Kickstarter if need be. But this will be mainly for just a power bank to charge up my phone, the Senna, GoPro batteries. Mentioned GoPro. Normally he's not in there. Normally he'd be on the helmet. But because we weren't able to film in the rain, put him in a tank bag. Next we got here, we got all my shower supplies, toothbrush, shampoo and stuff. That's a baby wipes. Gotta keep that hygiene. Important stuff to do. And next I got a wrist brace. I do have a bit of a history of a bad wrist sometimes, so got this guy in case we need him. Next I got my harmonica that my brother gave me years ago. This, I don't know, just a little luxury item that once you're just around the campfire, not a bad thing to just wail on the harmonica now and then. Next here we got a life straw. I do have about 4 liters of water me with my little bottle and camel bag, but hey, things hit the fan. You have the lake right nearby. You got a life straw to get some water. Next we got just a little this one. These 2 bags we got our charger whirler cords, and I got some spare batteries. Always got your batteries. And in here I got a little adapter. It's a 12-volt adapter that I can plug into my power bank, so it works pretty sharp. Then we got here, this here, believe it or not, this is a grill. Unfortunately I can't remember the name, but if you guys want to see this setup, stay tuned next week's episode when I'm on my trip, or once the trip series comes out, you'll see. Or check out some of my trips in the past. You've been using the past, but it's a pretty cool grill. Next here, got some super thick sunscreen. It's almost like a paste, but anyhow, you apply once and it'll last a lot longer than the little tiny sunscreen stuff when you're on a bike in the trail. You don't care about what you look like. Just put this stuff on. Solar goo, keep you nice and cool. And next here, got my little stack of GoPro batteries. And next here, for the second half when I'm doing lots of highway driving, I do have one of these little, I don't necessarily recommend them, but a little throttle lock. Clamp around your handlebar throttle, lower down on your, wherever need be, on your brake lever, and it'll keep your steady cruising speed. And next, running from under the seat, I do have a little charging roller cord so I can charge my power bank and stuff while I'm riding in the bike. And next, here we got, okay, I'm not gonna, this bike doesn't have an ignition. It's a dirt bike that's street legal, so all that I have to start it is just a little switch, and then push the button, she starts. So my little security device, just gonna be a disc lock up front, and then a little remove before flight takeoff thing around my handlebar, just so I don't forget, because otherwise I don't want to go head over heels. Okay, so there we go. Next on my handlebars, got a Garmin 64 ST GPS. Yeah, I know there's a lot more modern stuff in technology, but hey, still works, does the job. What I'll be tracking, like that. Looking for your leaks, go to your lake, it'll get us there. And double take mirrors, I believe that's the name. Awesome, good to go. Still on the bars. Quad lock, well, I'm recording with my phone right now, but she locks right in there, and plus this will charge my phone at the same time. Not a bad setup. Moving on to the front, and here, this is where some might be saying you're a little bit crazy. And I used to travel with a tire tube, but this time all that I got is a patch kit and a little mini compressor in there, and tire irons. Like, I actually got tire irons that combine as my axle nuts. So that's where I hope I don't regret not bringing it to, but I got a patch kit, and yeah, hope you don't run into flats. Fingers crossed. So anyhow, I think I'm gonna do my setup. Try to have a fire. It can be a bit challenging in this here rainy weather. And then yeah, I wish you guys farewell. So, time for a tiny little camping montage. See you guys in a bit. Cheers. Good morning, everybody. As you guys can see, I got the KTM pretty much all packed up. Gotta say, last night, I think I went in the tent around 8 o'clock or so. It was a little bit of a struggle, just trying to keep finding wood to keep the fire going. So after a while, like, enough is enough. Go in the tent, chill out, watch my tablet. That's why I bring some entertainment for these shitty days like this. But yeah, some people ask why I went out on a day like this when you can choose a beautiful day. Hey, this is good training, because you know, when I do my 2-3 week 4,000 kilometer KTM trip coming up, hey, if it's rain, I'm not just going to stop in a motel or something. I'm going to keep finding some new cool camp spots every night. So one final bit of advice, I guess. I wish it wasn't raining so I could have my GoPro and show you guys, but one good thing after you have your final pack out, load out, it's always good give your bike a good rip, make sure everything's all secure. So with those final words, till next time, thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate all the views. Remember to live, everybody, and cheers.